Welcome back, children. Today we'll start with lesson 3, that is computer virus. In this chapter, we'll learn virus and its types, virus symptoms and how it spreads, sweeper, malware and computer worms, Trojan horse, spyware, steps to prevent virus, antivirus, importance of regular updates and using an antivirus software. Children, many times while working on a computer, it gets hanged, restarts frequently, and sometimes data gets lost. Generally, we call it a virus attack. However, in reality, it is not only the virus that does it, but worms, trojans, spyware, etc., are also equally responsible for improper functioning of a computer. A common mistake which people make while discussing about a computer virus is to refer a computer worm or Trojan horse as a virus. Though Trojan, worm, and virus are often used interchangeably, but they are not exactly the same. Virus, worm, and Trojan horse all are malicious programs that can cause damage to a computer, but these programs have certain differences. So let us start with virus. What is computer virus? A computer virus is a program or a set of programs that disrupts the normal functioning of a computer. A virus infects or destroys the data. It enters a computer without the permission or knowledge of the user. The full form of virus is vital information resources under siege. The essential resource of a computer like memory, processing speed, data and programs are hampered when a virus spreads into the system. Almost all viruses are attached to an executable file, which means that if a virus exists on a computer, it will not infect the computer unless you run or open the malicious programs. Now, types of viruses. There are different type of viruses, but broadly they can be classified into the following categories. The first one is boot sector virus. What is boot sector virus? This type of virus infects the boot sector of a hard disk. A hard disk comprises of smaller sections known as sectors. The first sector is called the boot sector. It carries the master boot record, which is responsible for reading and loading the operating system. Boot sector virus becomes active at the time of booting the machine. And examples of boot sector virus is disk killer, stone virus, etc. The second type of virus is program file virus. This virus infects the executable files or programs such as those with extension like .com, .exe, .ovl, etc. These programs get loaded in the memory during execution. The virus becomes active in the memory by replicating itself and infecting the files on the disk. And the examples are Sunday, Cascade, etc. The third one is multipartite virus. A multipartite virus is a hybrid of boot sector and program file virus. Hybrid means it is mixture of boot sector and program file virus. The virus gets entry into the computer system through some infected media and then resides inside the computer memory. After that, this virus moves into the hard drive, infects the boot sector and starts spreading itself in the system by infecting the executable files. Examples are Invader, Flip, Tequila, etc. Now, macrovirus. This virus infects the files which are created using such application software that support macros such as Word, Excel and PowerPoint. Now the question is, what is macro? Macro is a series of programming steps that allows automation of many actions with a single keystroke. When the infected document is opened, the macro virus gets loaded into the main memory. Once a macro virus gets active onto your computer, every document you produce will become infected. And the examples are Melissa A, Relax, Bablas, etc. Now, virus symptoms. What are the symptoms of viruses? So, there are certain symptoms given here. The first one is computer starts doing things on its own, like moving the cursor all by itself, randomly opening and closing the windows, etc. Computers may shut down and restart frequently. Malfunctioning may be noticed in a several application. Certain drives on the computer become inaccessible. Unexpected error messages pop up. Menus and dialog boxes may appear distorted. Speed of computer drops. Now the question is how virus spreads. Virus programs are self-replicating programs which propagates by infecting more and more computer files, thus resulting in the loss of speed and destruction of data. Computer viruses usually spread in one of the three ways. The first one is by using removable storage device. Very common device that we use nowadays is pen drive, and it is also called flash drive. If this drive contains malicious files, it will infect the computer with which it is attached. Likewise, if a flash drive is inserted in an infected computer, it will also be infected with the virus. This infected drive then becomes the vector and is capable of spreading the virus onto other computers if the operating system on those machines has an enabled auto-run feature. The auto-run function launches the installers and other programs automatically when a flash drive or CD is installed. A virus can also be embedded in a normal file on a flash drive even if the auto-run feature is disabled. The computer will become infected when. Now the second is internet. Computer viruses spread very quickly through internet because they can be transmitted to many sites simultaneously. There are which while visiting try to install adware bugs that will cause a flood pop-ups to appear on your system. This adware often allows for other rug programs to be installed, and before you know it, your computer gets filled with filthy material. Through email attachment, viruses may be sent as an executable file with an email attachment and mislead the recipient into clicking on it. Now what is Sweeper? Sweeper is another type of virus which looks like an antivirus program and the user unintentionally downloads it. This virus makes use of Google services to install the malicious code on the computer. Once installed, it creates variety of harmless fake malware files in the computer which get automatically started when the user logs into Windows. It controls the browsing activity of the user, changes system files, etc. without the user's knowledge. On running, it performs a scan and prompts security alerts by displaying the list of these fake malware files. These alerts are shown to scare the user into thinking that this computer is infected. One should ignore these alerts and make use of proper steps to remove the malicious code. Now malware. The term malware is made up of two words, malicious software. It is a generic term used for such programs that enter into a computer and damage it without the user's knowledge. Malware not only interrupts the normal functioning of a computer but also steals important information. Some examples of data stealing malware are: the first one is Bankos. It is an information stealer that waits for a user to access banking websites, and while surfing it steals the sensitive information like your password. The second one is Gator. It secretly monitors web surfing habits and sends this information to its server, which then throws related pop-up advertisement. That's it for today, children. I'll cover the remaining topics in next class. Till then, take care of yourself, your family members, and do study properly. Okay, take care. Bye bye.